Greetings, everyone. So, as I am, doing a little chit chat here, I'm going to share my garden. When I moved here almost a year and a half ago, this is just the front of the house, and there was nothing here. At the back, there were these pots that had flowers, but I realized they were not perennials, they were annuals, so they didn't grow back. And so last year, we just tried a thing real fast. But this year we decided we wanted to put some kind of structure to it. So we're actually building it, trying to frame it out. And of course, it's not done because we're trying to hold back on expense. But yeah, so, literally just go on Facebook Marketplace, and whenever they're throwing away like stuff like this, these, I don't know what you call these tiles, you just pick them up. Everything here was used and donated, and so just to save on expense, we decided to use them in our little garden. Now, guys, you can tell that this weather is insane. So, hydrangea looking very, very sad, but because it was so hot today, and I just watered it. And peony flowers were so beautiful and bear so much that they kept falling down. I had to cut them, and bring them inside. And surprisingly, I cut them and put them in water for a week and something, and they're still going strong. But this is all that's left on the peony tree, um, because it was so loaded, they were just breaking. So there's just one bud leaving to open. Oh my, still going strong. After these fell, I just throw them on here because it's still so pretty. Plus, when they're dry, I'm going to be using them in my products. And over here, now listen, guys, let me tell you a story about this tree. And listen, this video is not for everybody, okay? I'm of you who are into gardening and who always enjoy my garden. This is for you. This now, when we purchase the home, and when you go through the inspection and you get your reports back, we realize that okay, let me show you. Realize that this tree, which is at the right to the front of my house, the branches were on the roof. Okay, so we told them that before we sign off, we wanted the branches. We wanted these branches cut off so that they're not on the roof and all that stuff. Well, I don't know how they would misunderstand that. So the tree is right here, people, and I really, really like it, but it's cumbersome. The leaves are dropping in the drain, and there's a possibility for damage if it breaks. So we wanted to cut off this branch, but I don't know how they misunderstand that. And this lilac, beautiful lilac tree that is here, this is what they say was on the house, and they cut it down. So of course last year it didn't bloom because they cut it all the way back. And I'm told usually with lilac, when it's cut so far back, it will not grow back before 2 or 3 years. Well, lo and behold, I was shocked to see it had blooms, a little tiny bloom, because the tree is gone. They're supposed to get rid of this, and they get rid of the beautiful flowers that was right here. So I was heartbroken when we came, and there's a possibility for damage if it breaks. So we wanted to cut off this branch, but I don't know how they misunderstand that. And this lilac, beautiful lilac tree that is here, this is what they realized they cut the wrong thing. And they didn't just do this one, they cut the one down there this summer, you know, just a few. I am just planting a few of these. Some of these are not going to grow back, and yeah, we're still trying to create this bed using bricks that, you know, we got, free bricks that we got. And of course it's going to look nicer than this when we're finished, because I'm also going to paint it. Over here we have this water fountain, and again we have to repair it and finish setting it up. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I'm not spending any more money buying any more plants for the season, because you know what, if truth be told, once July is done, you know, summer is done, so it doesn't make any sense. But I planted a hibiscus last year, and I thought it wasn't going to grow back, but I can see it spring up really nicely. These are the ones we had it at our last place as well, and they have this huge bloom. So, you know, by the time these sad ones, you know, dwindle and die, that will be up with some beautiful. And I think it was white, if memory serves me right. Either, I think it was pink, actually, pink. Yeah. So not going to put much more plants in the space. um it's just gonna be, this is gonna be it for the season, God's willing. Maybe next season. And I'm going to make sure at the end of the year, because usually this place that we go to, at the end of the year they would have 3-for-1 sale on perennials. So then we'll buy it at that time, put it in the ground, and so when spring comes they'll grow back. So hopefully I don't have to plant anything next season. So we're working on the little pathway. So over this section we're going to be having grass right around the tree. And before we just had like those shavings, wood chips and stuff, but we took that out, put more soil in it, and we just planted these around the tree for the season. As you can see over here, there's hardly any grass here. So what we've done is put some seeds, and for this season, we're not going to really have much of a green area out here. We just planted seeds. I can see, if you look clearly, you can see the seeds that we sprinkled, but I doubt it's going to look nice for this year. And there are some design ideas we have for this section, because I'm going to get more plants right around. If you can see these things sitting over here, we're going to be using them to make more space to plant more flowers. And maybe we might do that in the fall so that they can grow back next year. Here I have some pine trees. I planted these last year and they're not doing too bad. And alongside here we have these, I don't know if I'm saying the right thing, the hibiscus. We literally removed it from the back because there was a tree at the back, and you know these things are very, very expensive. So we just cut it up and stick them last year, and they actually bloomed. And this year they're kind of struggling, but eventually the idea is to get them to come against the fence and we trim them. Yeah. And of course this area we're going to fill up with these stones. This is going to have stones when we get some more. We're getting a load of these river rocks and fill them along in this. But for now, these are just the bricks that we got, the donations we picked up from different places on Facebook. The idea is to create a garden, a beautiful garden, on a budget. Okay guys, so this is it for now. For those of you who are asking, I should do it at night. I'm going to take a picture at night so you see it's so beautiful at night with the lights. Yeah, so here's the other lilac that they chopped down. Oh my goodness. But even this little lilac tree, actually had a bloom this year as well. So, you know, and these things smell so beautifully. In front of our yard, we have another lilac, but this one bears the white flowers. Yeah, and they smell so beautiful. All along the street, there's lilac. The blooms are just coming up on this. There was one, but it dried down. These are so beautiful. They're purple flowers, and they have this little tiny seeds inside. Maybe Linda, if you watch this video, you might be able to tell me the name of this plant because I don't remember. But when they open up, they're so beautiful. They look almost like jewels. And you know my favorite is a rose bush. I can't too. Anyway, so I have a garden without rose bush. These ones are just slowly coming up. These red ones are so beautiful. I forget the name of this one, but it smells so beautifully. It takes a long time. I don't think it's gonna open up until maybe end of July, maybe early August. It smells beautifully. The flowers don't really last that long, but when they open up, they're lovely. You know, every year or season when I'm planting, I don't just look for beauty in terms of flowering plants and all of that, but I also put plants in the earth that, you know, will create some type of balance in the space. This is lavender, and I love this plant. I use it to make products, you know, to cleanse my areas. We'll go into that another time. So it's a working process. Um, and we're keeping it really simple in terms of the plants we put down this year. Just working on the aesthetics. Yeah. Of course, this is my doorway. Say was on the house and they cut it down. So of course last year it didn't bloom because they cut it all the way back. And I'm told usually lights are starting to come on now as it starts to get dark. And these lights keep flickering throughout the night. It's so pretty. Just reminds me of fire, you know? I put down some fake grass in front of my door just to sort of extend the garden to the front there. Overall, it's coming along nicely, as I said before. Our walkways, we're actually going to pour more cement on it and create this really nice pathway. So these bricks that are here these are just foundation really. We're going to be covering it with the thing so that it's nice and neat. And then we're going to actually paint it. So anyway, that's a tour for now. As I promised that I would give you a little tour of the garden as it is so far this year. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sharing the videos. Thank you for liking and all the good things that you do. Stay blessed, everyone.